Good freaking Wednesday. Hopefully, you're having a great day today. Now, I wanted to share some with you because I think oftentimes we get so perplexed, so overwhelmed by having a goof in our plan that it makes it seem like, oh my gosh, how could I ever lose weight from this one day that was not the greatest? And so, today, my hope is in sharing this with you is that not only do you kind of alleviate a little bit of pressure on if you have a not so great day as far as eating, but also show you the damage or the reality that can absolutely take place if you start falling off or not paying attention to your food. Because I think it's so important to be in the know. I think oftentimes it feels nice to kind of be naive, kind of not be blissfully naive, about your situation. But when reality comes rearing its ugly head and punches you in the gut, it's really painful. So I want to share with you the real numbers that you can see for yourself as far as what happens with food and weight loss. So let's dive in. A couple things I'm going to share with you real quick. Okay, is I'm going really, really broad here. So don't get overwhelmed with calories and all the differences and all these things. Don't worry about that. Okay, what I want you to just worry about is that when it comes to fat loss, it is calories in and calories out. That's the game. That's how it's been. That's how it always will be. Whether we like it or not is irrelevant. That's how the thing works, okay? Kind of like I wish we had what we had, what was in Mexico is in Mexico when you are driving and when the light changes, all it does is blink, and then it blinks like 3 times and then it changes. We could do that easily here in America, but we choose not to. Kind of crazy. But there's nothing we can do about it, right? Same with fat loss. There's nothing we can do about it. The calories in and calories out game. If you are not losing fat, you are consuming more calories than what you're burning. Or if you're gaining fat, you're doing that regardless of how we feel about it. Cool? Cool. All right. So let's assume this. Let's say your calories in because you're tracking it either using MyFitnessPal or in my program, we have a different system that we use, the hand method, that allows us to be able to track these things. Let's say you're eating 1,500 calories a day on average, and then you're burning 2,000 calories a day. Take these numbers, subtract them, gives you 500. Okay, so over the course of a week, you are, if you do the same thing every day, you're negative 3,500. And it just so happens that that's how many calories roughly there are in 1 pound of fat. So if you want to lose 20 pounds, you need to lose that many calories, and it would take you 20 weeks to do it. How cool is that? And so if you want to lose weight faster, 2 things you can do. You either increase your calories out or lower your calories in. It's literally the game, okay? So let's see what happens if on one day we kind of go nutso. Now, here's the thing, is that, let me see, this is not correct. I just tried to look up something beforehand. Here we go. Average calorie intake for women in United States. I'm trying to find the actual study. Okay, need anywhere does it consume? Yeah, this is not correct. Okay, I can't find it. Sorry. Okay, but there was a study done that said the average woman eats 2,600 calories per day. So if this is the average woman with her calorie output, check this out. Let's have like 2 days or 1 day even of what a normal American woman would do. Watch what happens to the deficit and watch what happens with how long it takes you to lose 20 pounds or 20 pounds of fat. See, just by having 1 day a week being outside of where you'd like it to be, it takes an extra 10 weeks for you to lose the 20 pounds of fat, right? So if you did 2 days, watch what happens here. It goes from 29 weeks to 53 weeks. It takes you almost a year to lose 1 pound or 20 pounds of fat. And now you might be thinking, that's really unfair. And I would say, yeah, it stinks how this thing kind of works out. But the reality is that's how it works. Okay. And so when we have days that we're not doing the greatest, by the way, this is goofing consistently every week, this number here, right? Like, let's say it's every once in a while, it's not going to be that big of a deal. But if you did do it every single week where it was like 1 day or 2 days where you kind of said, I really don't care, it takes a really long time to get to your goal, which is where most people fall apart. Is it doesn't seem like these little bits of things here cause some damage, but they really do. right? Let's look at the other end too. Let's look at this other side where a lot of people that I'm finding as of late are really experiencing some pain is, let's say you're eating 1,500 calories a day, and calories out comes from a bunch of things. Your basal metabolic rate, which is what you burn at rest doing nothing. Okay, if you lay down on all day, you would burn X amount of calories. That's derived from your lean mass, your age, your gender, your height, those things. Okay. Also, this calories out comes from food because you burn extra calories with food, depending on what food you eat. Steps like activity and fitness. Let's say 200 of these come from fitness every day. Watch what happens when we change all of these to not working out. Now it took an extra 13 weeks to lose the same amount of weight because they decided not to work out. See what I'm saying? And it doesn't mean you have to work out every day. You know what I'm saying? I'm just using it as an example. But you see how these things, these quote unquote small things, can really yield a big outcome at the end. This is a big difference at the end, which is why I tell people you got to pay attention to the small things. Like in my program, if I'm saying, hey, I really need you to hit your steps every day, steps is massive. It's a huge indicator of your overall success, is making sure that you're being active every day. And that means literally I'm at 3,200 steps, which is really low. I had to be in the car for a long time today. But literally, I just stand here and work. I'm working, I'm standing, I'm doing my stuff standing, so I get more steps so that I get the extra calorie burn so that I can either A, eat more food, or B, lose fat faster. You see how these little things play a big role. So for you today, what's something you're going to start doing today to ensure that you're either A, not going to let this food get away from you, or B, making sure your calorie burn is up so that you don't fall victim to really, really elongated time to lose weight? Put that in the comments below. I'd be curious to know. That's all I got. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.